All right, guys, Jason here. We are going to be talking today about the advantages of this TurboMax motor that we have in here. And we also have a 5.3 sitting right there. We have that open right there. So we're going to dive in and talk about this. Now, they are both excellent motors. However, there are some big differences here that need to be understood. And again, I don't want to hear the whole turbo's garbage thing. We're going to put that to bed for you also. So we look at this. Let's actually first go over here and look at your V8. Okay, here's your classic 5.3 V8. It is a fantastic motor. However, the 5.3 has suffered from lifter issues and problems like that for a long, long time, as does the 6.2, and the 6.2's got some other issues. The V8s, for all brands, they seem to be having a lot of issues kind of thing, and have for a long time. There's nothing new. The Hemi tick that was a problem, the fact that Ford with all their engines uses a wet belt. For people who are looking for long-term durability, there's some costs associated with it. But with this 5.3, you can see we got a naturally aspirated V8, no turbos on here. Still plenty of room in here to work on this motor. You can see how much room we have in here is very good amount of room in here, no doubt about it. Same with on this side. Remove the air plenum and you got quite a bit of room in here, and it is not too bad. All of this stuff here and here, you got all your fuel rails, your transfer stuff, all your carryover. You know, it's a nice setup. Don't get me wrong. It's a good setup with quite a bit of room in a full-size truck. No complaint in there. However, it is naturally aspirated, and naturally aspirated engines go down just as much as turbos do. It's been proven today. Now, if you go back 10 years ago, 15 years ago, yes, a naturally aspirated engine lasted longer. There are plenty of people out there today with 10 and 15 and 20-year-old naturally aspirated 5.3s even in these motors that are doing very, very good. However, all the active fuel management and all this EPA stuff they put on them today makes them suffer a lot more. This engine, though, has got double banks. One set of 4 here, one set of 4 here, multiple cams, multiple double of everything to it. Okay, plus all the transfer stuff that's in here and everything you got. It's all in this thing. There's a lot going on in this motor as far as moving parts. When we come over here to the TurboMax and we look at this, yes, it's got a big plenum on here, and we got this cool cover, fancy cover that hides everything up here, makes it look nice and neat and clean, makes it look busier. But realistically, we have a much smaller profile of a motor, and we have one set of pots right down here. 4 simple cylinders right here in the center. Look at how simple that is. Now look in there. There's your whole top end right there. That's it. One bank, one top end bank underneath this piece of plastic right there. This down here is your turbo sitting right here. Easy access to the turbo. The turbo on these things is like literally to replace, according to Repair Pal and also to other things that we see online, to replace a turbo in this truck, to replace that turbo is about $2,000, where you just take it to the dealership, drop the keys off, pick it up a day later. So, and now if you want to do it yourself, you save about $900 in labor by doing it yourself. And again, you have plenty of room to work on this thing. So this is not too bad in its setup and design. And also, this vehicle produces more torque than that one does. And this one has a 100,000 mile warranty. This one has a 50,000 mile powertrain warranty. Double the warranty on it in the Silverado. Now in the Colorado, you don't get that. Silverado, you do. But we are talking about a very good motor, a powerful motor that is very capable and gets it done. Now, what about the towing? Every time I talk about this motor, somebody jumps in and says, well, Giddy Adventures, great channel, by the way, one of my absolute favorite channels. Giddy Adventures did a towing test with it, and with 8,000 pounds fully loaded, this thing sucked pulling up and down. Yeah, you know what? I understand that. My opinion to you, as somebody who is towed with everything from mid-size to full-size to HD trucks, to my 2019 Ram 2500 diesel, and all the way up to 14,000-pound trailers, I'm telling you right now, if you have any intentions of pulling 8,000 pounds like he did in that video, or you have any intentions of pulling anything over 5,000 pounds, you need to get into an HD truck. Okay, you have no business pulling. I don't care what the tow numbers are on an F-150 or even like this amazing 6.2 right here. I don't care what the tow numbers are. If you're using a full-size with full-size brakes, full-size suspension, full-size steering systems in it, full-size everything that you got in this, I don't care what it is. If you're towing more than 5,000 pounds regularly, especially in the form of a camper or a travel trailer or a fifth wheel that is basically a wind sail, and you're going to tow, or an enclosed trailer, anything over 5,000 pounds, you're going to hate it. You're gonna absolutely hate it. I've been there, done that with multiple F-150s. You will hate it. So this truck with this TurboMax motor will handle 5,000 pounds of towing beautifully. Okay, it's not gonna have a problem there. You get up into 8,000 pounds, yeah, it's gonna be an issue. 5,000 pounds, it'll do everything you wanna do. Your boats, things like that, your trailers, your campers, your small ones, your work trailers, whatever you wanna do, this will do that. However, if you're gonna be towing every single day, none of these are for you. Forget the full size. Go straight to an HD truck. There's no sense in towing with a full size because, again, they're just not built to take it. Even though they can do it, this cannot handle it. This does not have the componentry that this does. This has the same exact componentry that this does with a different motor. So yeah, the motor might do better, but the componentry of this truck, the architecture of this truck cannot do it. It does not have the strength and robustness and durability that this one does, or the stopping power and the capability. So in my opinion, if you're towing more than 5,000 pounds, go here, not here. In this world, 1,500 truck, 5,000 pound less towing, good payload capacity, good features like that. It is hard to beat this TurboMax motor. Here it is in a crew cab, full size right here, crew cab. We have it here in a standard cab. Doesn't matter, it's the same motor. And like I said, when you do the math, this thing actually has more torque and more grunt than a 5.3 does, and you get twice the warranty level on it, and repairs are much simpler. Okay, repairs and work on this thing is not complicated. Not only is it very easy to access everything in here, as you can see when you look at this, look at how easy access is to everything in here. It is so simple. Yet on top of that, it has half the moving parts, half the parts of what a V8 does. In a turbo, people are like, well, the turbo. A turbo is a turbocharger. It is some plumbing, some pipe work that you see there. Okay, there's pipe work there. It is a turbocharger, some plumbing work, and you can also see the pipe work right down through there, right in there, that plumbing. But it is basically plumbing, and then it is a intercooler down here. That's all there is to it. It's a turbo, an intercooler, and some plumbing for the most part. A couple sensors, but for the most part, very, very simple, very easy. These V8s, fantastic motors. Never take anything away from them. But if you think that this truck here and this motor has a better longevity life or cost to own to get to 200, let's use 200,000 miles. In 2025, if you think this truck has a better chance of hitting 200,000 miles and costing you less money to do that than what this did, you pretty much bumped your head. No offense, I'm sorry, but this will cost you less money to get to 200,000 miles, even if you have to replace the turbos. Have to replace the turbo once in it. Whoop-de-doo, big deal, it's $2,000, nothing to it, okay? This truck here will cost more money. And again, it's sad that it's gotta be that way because 10 years ago, this engine had a lot more going for it because it did not have the active fuel management. Now this one also has active fuel management, but this one is done differently. This is just a sliding cam feature in here with 3 lobes on the cam. Much simpler in design, but yes, when you are going down the highway in this, it's 75 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, you're probably running on 2 cylinders. Okay, where that one's running on 4, even though it's a V8. But this one here purrs along. You get great gas mileage out of it. There's 0 complaints to this engine, one bit under any circumstances. I love this motor. I love what it does. I love what it's capable of. I personally, given a choice of everything here, so we have a Turbo 4. We have a Turbo 4. We have a 6.2 right here. We have a Duramax diesel right here. And then right up there with the hood up on that one is our 5.3. So we got all of them, all the 1500 series motors here. 3-liter Duramax, great motor. I'm not buying it. I don't want to deal with diesel. I don't want to deal with diesel under any circumstances anymore today. 6.2, great motor. Big, beefy, lot of power, great motor, lots of problems, V8 stuff, not interested in it. TurboMax, we have in these ones. Love it. No fuss, no muss, simple, super, super simple, easy peasy every day, and comes with a 100,000 mile warranty, game on. This 5.3 right here, another great motor. Given a choice, so I will take this one over it all day long, hands down. It is built for it. This thing's got fully forged internals. This motor is designed like a diesel with the way the bore is. Everything about this motor is designed to handle the abuse that a 4-cylinder will take. This is one of the most highest output 4-cylinders ever made in history, and to do that, they know they had to build it right. And so far, of every motor I've showed you, this is the one that seems to be the least problems for Chevy. So yeah, straight up love that motor. Your thoughts, put them down below. What are you thinking? Thanks for watching.